Yes, and I am live. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. I don't know what's wrong with my camera today, but please accept it the way it's showing for us. How are you? How's the family? Happy Sunday to you. It's been a tiring day for me.
Showing for
Oops,
us.
sorry.
How are
Let
you? How's
me
the family?
drop the volume. Yes, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching me live, please put in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. Just give me a moment. Amazing. Right. Okay then. How is it with you? Welcome, Jelana. Thank you, Lionel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today. So, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia, a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria. Yes, I'm a proud Nigerian. And, today I just want to talk about something really important. It's Sunday. And how has your Sunday been, by the way? Hope your Sunday has been, okay. Hope you had a good time with your family, or maybe if you're working, how is work? Because, I'm an healthcare professional, so I know some of us work on Sunday. How has your day been so far? So today I want to talk about how faith and action can shift everything. A lot of us, today is Sunday, so I'm bringing this topic because I know that on Sunday, some people do go to church to pray, to ask God for so many things, right? Faith is good. Like prior to starting my business, I believed so much that God is going to help me to break free from all my financial constraints. I believed so much that God is going to help me to achieve time freedom. I believe that God is going to help me to be able to build legacy, the things I wanted to do, while I was growing up. And I had so much faith in God. I believed in God. And, I always share here that crossover, December 2022, going to 2023, I prayed to God. I prayed and, I asked God to show me mercy, to help me, with my finances, to help me reduce how much I work. I prayed so hard and I believed, I had faith in Him that He's going to do it. And now I came into 2023, I went into 2023 rather. God actually showed me a business opportunity. And that is why I put faith and action. I have prayed. But it's good to pray, right? But if you don't back the prayer up with action, then you probably will just be waiting endlessly, because God cannot come from heaven, right? To come and say, oh yeah, my daughter, my son. You will have the sense of direction. I did, and that was what changed for me. I had that sense of direction, and I heed, to the leading. I heeded to the leading. And, I want to tell you today that if you've been praying and believing God for something, and you've seen opportunities presented to you, might not be business wise or anything. In the past, I was telling someone, I think it's been like months ago, I said, when I was very young, when I was younger than this, not like very young, of course, I already had my children then. If I go inside the room and lock myself for the whole day, praying, like fasting and praying. Now I can't fast as I used to fast before. I used to be very tiny because I was fasting every day and praying. And if I need anything from God, I will go inside the room, lock myself, pray, fast. Like some people that I used to live with then, because while I was in Namibia, I was praying so hard, fasting. Like I can go on marathon 21, like I can go on 3 days dry fasting, I can go on 7 days dry fasting, praying and asking God for direction, asking God for something to do in my life, something tangible. And if people that lived with me then, they will come, my neighbors will say, well done, Felicia, we heard you pray, because I will pray, I'll praise God and pray so hard. And I tell you, when I come out of that session, I will always see something. And it was in one of those moments that I saw something on Facebook about nurses, bringing nurses to Namibia, right? Bringing nurses to the UK from Namibia. And it was even one of those sessions while I was in Nigeria, because when I was in Nigeria as well, I was praying to God so fervently, fasting. Fasting prayer. Àti Bisi Aláwìyé, like there was a time I was living very close to Bisi Aláwìyé in Akure, and you can hear them praising and worshiping and everything. I could hear them. And I will just tap into it. That day I'll turn it to prayer and fasting. It was in one of those sessions as well that I saw the opportunity of coming to the UK. To Namibia. It was when I saw the opportunity of going to Namibia. I just saw that message. Somebody that had messaged before that, look, if there's an opportunity, because I knew was with Foreign Affairs, was the director in Foreign Affairs, and I messaged him. They are 2 years back. I just saw that message from this person and said, if you're still interested in traveling abroad, meet me in Abuja. After my prayer session, there was a. I didn't think it was a scam, because there's not too much online stuff there. And he told me what address and everything. I prayed. And when I came out and I saw that message, when I came out of my praying session, from my faith session, from, seeking session, because I call it seeking, asking God, the moment I saw that message, I knew that was God. I didn't query it. I took action. I went to Abuja. And yes, it was it. I went to do my capturing and everything. The following day, everything paid for. Where I slept, the food I ate, and the transportation, everything. They gave me money back, because it was Nigerian government stuff. And when I was in Namibia as well, I was praying to God that, God, I need to get a job before the end of my service in Namibia, before the end of my volunteering service in Namibia. And God gave me a leading. It was somebody I didn't know from anywhere. One of the Zimbabwean girls that rang me and said, you know what, let's go to Windhoek. And I'm like, so even like I told you, prior to seeing my business, I prayed into 2023, prayed fervently. I did my due diligence. But what I'm trying to tell you today is that have faith. It's good to have faith. It's getting warm. It was very cold earlier. It's good to have faith, but while you have faith, take action. Follow God's direction so that you can combine that faith with action. Ìgbàgbọ́ láìsí iṣẹ́, faith without work, òkú ni, is nothing. So when you have faith, you're believing God for something, you've been praying so hard, because I'm bringing this topic because I've spoken with a lot of people, like, I've been praying, I've been asking God to help me. I don't know if this is the what God wants me to do. God will not come. God will give you the leading. The moment because if you are a faith person, whether you're a Muslim, a Christian, or whatever you believe in, sometimes your instincts, even if you don't believe in anything, if you just believe in universe, your instinct will tell you something that, look, I think this is it for you. But sometimes what we overthink things. Faith will bring the vision, will let you have vision. You have vision, you prayed and this is what God said, I will become. This is going to be me. But what are you doing for that, vision to come alive? Because vision that is not alive, it's just vision. It's just a dream. But there are things you do to make it come alive, which is action. Then you continue to pray. You've done your own part. Then continue to pray. If you don't plant a seed and you want rain to fall, what is rain going to fall on? You need to plant a seed. When the rain falls, then it falls on the seed and the seed will germinate. So I want to encourage you today. You have faith, you're believing God for something, you're asking the universe, oh God, whatever you believe in, sun, moon, whatever, to show you, grace, to show you mercy and favor. You need to do your own part as well, which is the action part. Hmm? And honestly, that's one thing I always, when I'm praying, I just say, God, I've done my own parts. You've shown me this business. You've directed me, to go and start this business, because I didn't start this just by accident. I didn't start this just by accident. I started with God's leading. I had faith. I believed that going into 2023, something was going to happen because I had prayed. And I got the conviction, and there's the prophecy, and there's the word of wisdom, and everything was just word of prophecy was just coming. And I knew, and I grabbed onto it. And I was constantly doing my own due diligence, searching for how I can get a better job. Because at that time I thought it was job. How I could get a better job. At the time I was even, I applied to do some courses outside nursing, and I was thinking very wide. And then I found this business opportunity. And when I saw it, everything with this business that I'm doing were just falling in place. I didn't have money, but then I saw that there were options. Is that not God? Because I tell you, if at that time I didn't have money to start my business and there was no option available, there was no how I could start. Then there won't be anyhow that that was going to come to life. Then that means that, okay, maybe that's not God. Because I tell you, if God is directing you to something, you've prayed and He's leading you to something, He will create ways for that thing, for you to be able to do it. And He did. He created ways for me to be able to do it. At the time I started my business, there was nothing. It was here we did our ILR, family of so many. It was the year that everybody, I just said, everybody, we need to do our ILR. I don't like, for me, if I want to do anything, I rather just choke my head in it, do junk, and that's it. We are sorted. Instead of doing one. Now that's me. Your own way might be different, and you might have your own different, view about that. But my own is like, even when my children were coming to the UK, like all of them came together. It's not like they are going to be over 18 at anything. No, my eldest was 15 then when he came to UK. So there was not supposed to be a rush, but for me, that's the way I like doing my things. Even when I started my business, I started the best way, even when I didn't have the money, because I knew that if God is the one that is showing me this business, if I have prayed and I believe that He's going to show me something, and I've taken this step to start this, it will make a way for me. And He did. There were options. There were options available, my dear brothers and sisters. And that is why I'm saying your faith is good. Combine it with action and see how everything will shift for you. And see how your vision will come alive. So today is, for my sisters, my brothers, my friends who are in faith, even if you're not in any faith, you don't believe in anything, you just believe in the universe, but you know that there are times that your instinct is telling you that something good is going to happen. Your instinct combined with action will make that thing to materialize. So that's what I have for you today. So I'm not going to take much of your time. If you're meeting me for the first time, like I said, I'm Felicia. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm also a digital business owner, and I'm going to quickly share my business opportunity with you. What I do is I help everyday people like me to start a successful online business with no prior experience. Now, this is a business, this is not a job. It's for people who are tired of being tired, people who are ready to build legacy, people who are looking for time freedom, people who are looking for financial freedom. If all of this feel like, oh, okay, I want to liberate, I also want to build something. Like I had a conversation with someone, And he said, growing up is that, I don't know, I can't remember the person, but I knew I had that conversation. And he said, growing up is that said, the only way you can make it is through business. And he said from then he already had it in his mind that he was going to go into business. Good. Did he eventually start his business? No. Because what? To take that simple step sometimes can feel a daunting, can feel overwhelming. But I tell you this, combine your faith and take the action. Because if it is God that is leading you to do something, there will always be a way. When, like I said, when I started, me alone was saved anywhere to start any business. But because it was God leading me to here, there were options that were made available to me. And that opened my eyes. And like, even if I didn't have that much, and I started the best way, if you know what I mean. So I run a digital business. It's business for people who want to liberate, who used to work back to back to be able to save up and do so many things for themselves. But with our business, right? If you build your business, even with any business at all, if you build business, it will get to a stage where that business will start generating you passive income. Not all businesses now, but our business, you build it to a stage where you start earning passive income. Passive income means that you've done the work, you're just relaxing and bam bam bam, you just begin to hear alerts here and there from your business. And that is the kind of business that we offer. Even from, it depends on where you're starting from in your business. You could already start earning from your day one, depending on where you're starting from. It's not a catch rich quick. It's a business that involves capital, money. Owó la fi ń wówó. My coach used to say money beget money. Yes. So owó la fi ń wówó. If you need money, you need to put in money. I went to school of nursing, I paid before I could become a registered nurse to be earning. So when you're going into business, you should be ready to put in something. I was speaking with one woman. She didn't even sign up. I just saw the call. I picked, and she said, she's also a business person. She's a business owner. She's selling African food raw, and she said, by the way, I spoke with a lot of people selling African food, so this person might you probably would not even know who I'm talking about. So, she said, no, she actually rang to find out if she needed to pay, if there's money involved before she can start. And then I asked her, "What do you do?" She said she's into business. She sells raw food, African food. And I asked her, when you started, did you start with money? Oh, she said yes, that she will go and get, she needed license and all of that. I said, yes, it's the same. Online business. It's business. If you want to set up a business, you need to put things in place. Me and my husband, we've set up business for people before. Like we've given them money to start a business. They gave us what they needed. Shop, freezer, whatever, and all of that. So traditional business, you can put money, but online business, you don't want to put money. Uh-uh. So there's capital involved. If you're reaching out to me and you want to start your business, if you've prayed to God, you believe that okay, 2025 will not end without you building, without you already having a solid foundation to go into 2026. You believe so much in that because you've prayed and God has led you to see maybe my video or anything, or my website somehow, or my post, and you're reaching out to say, okay, I think I want to do this business. Then you should be ready to invest money. There's money involved in my business. There's no business that does not involve money, and there's nothing in this life that is going to generate you income that does not require you to put in money. Even if you are working 9 to 5, before you became that person that can work 9 to 5, even ordinary school start, you bought uniform, your parents bought uniform for you, and they are not cheap to be able to go to school. So everything in this life that is going to yield you reward, money, anything tangible requires your money and time. Anything that you want to get something tangible out of, you need to be able to, put in certain things, which is money and time most of the time. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. If you feel like my business model interest is a business you can run from the comfort of your home, whether you are tech savvy or not. I wasn't tech savvy when I started my business. Um, a registered nurse, like I told you. And when I started my business, I didn't have any experience about using phone, laptop, and all of that. But now I can do and undo with my phone. My phone is not just to call people and see missed calls here, but that's not only thing I do with my phone. I do other things. I generate content. I create video contents. I can do so many things on my phone. I complete forms and everything on my phone. My phone is actually like my workstation most of the time. I use laptop, but only like for setup and things like that. But on the go, my phone is just really very handy. So imagine using your phone to generate income for you, not just to make calls and everything. Imagine that phone paying for itself and for more things in life. So if that interests you, reach out to me. And the kind of people I want, ambitious people, people who are ready to change something, not people that will come put in money and come and sit down and be excited. We don't run business for people. You have to do your training. We will mentor you. We will coach you. We give you support. In fact, this time last night, we were in one meeting. Then 2 hours later, we were in another meeting. So last night, just to support our team, just to support, our business partners as well. So you get more than enough support every day in my business community. There is support. We call it daily drop-ins. You just drop in and see, okay, is it something I need help with? You go in there, ask your question. Somebody is there to help you. There is always someone to help you in our business community. So this is a business that you are going to be running by yourself. We don't run business for people. We guide you. We show you, how to leverage social media. We teach you how to do advertising, and you do the advert parts. Like I am here now talking to you. This is my business. Sharing the business opportunity is all you need to do. We have sales. We have product partnership. We don't do direct selling. We have sales team. You're going to have your website. Those ones are going to be built for you. But when it comes to running business, when it comes to doing your training, when it comes to applying, when it comes to showing up, when it comes to advertising, when it comes to, creating awareness, just the same way I'm doing, nobody can do it for you. You will do it for yourself, right? And, that will give you sense of belonging, sense of ownership. Yes, that's it. I'm a CEO of Felicia Akintola Digital. I'm a CEO. You're going to be CEO. So if you're a CEO of a company, you don't just leave your company for people to run for you, right? Yes. So we have mentorship, coaching, community support, and training. In fact, our training is just so awesome. So if you feel like you want to start a business online, and you need support, you need coaching, you need mentorship. You can't do it on your own. You don't know who to go to build your funnel for you, which is the website. Everything is in our business. It's a business together in a box that you just come in the way you are with the right mindset and, your startup, of course, and willingness to grow and thrive in life. So that's the kind of business I offer. So if that sounds like you, reach out to me and I'll guide you on the next steps. Thank you everyone that is watching me. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Jelena. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Gino. Thank you. Thank you, Raul. You're always here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please put in the comment section, let me know where you're watching from. And please put in the comment section as well if you've gained something from today, is how faith and action combined together can shift everything for you. Faith alone is not enough. Faith alone is not enough. You have faith, you believe, you're a prayer warrior. When it comes to praying, they find you there, you fast, you do all of that. But if you don't take step, there's no how that your faith and everything that you have believed in will shift everything without you taking that step. It is the leading from, whatever you've done. Maybe you've asked God, direct me, lead me, and all of that. That, when you take that step, God knows that, okay, yes, I led her and she, she hearkened to my voice. She took, instruction, just as I led you as I led her to go and take that step. She took the step, and I'm going to bless this. You do your part, right? You do your part. And that is me. Like, but I do as much as I can. And I say, God, I have done this, so I now leave it to you. Oh yeah, perfect it. You do your wonders. So faith and action, méjèèjì combined together, they go a long, long way to shift everything for us. So that's all I have for you this evening. I need to go and sleep, and it's always very dark here. After 6 o'clock, it's just very dark, and it make me feel like let issue. Let me go and sleep. By the way, it's just I think it's just 7:10 here. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to put in the comment section where you're watching me from, so that I can connect with you and know how global I am. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow by God's grace. Good night.